Hello, everyone, and welcome to your favourite little chat show with myself, Mbob, and the fabulous Lucky Lola, me bestie.
That's me. Hi.
How are you doing today, darling? You okay?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, I'm very well. How are you?
Oh, wonderful as always. I do have
Oh,
my
good.
dog laid on me, so I'm a little bit uncomfy, but
Oh, he just wants to be part of the show. Can't
he's just
blame him.
needy. He's just needy.
Oh, bless him.
But we've got a topic today, haven't we?
Yes, and I'm actually a little bit frightened, but I'm very, very excited at the same time.
Well, we're gonna. As you've probably seen in the title already, but we're doing ghost stories. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not so sure people would be creeped out. Not in the way you'd want them to be, anyway.
Yeah, might be a little bit not as creepy.
Why have I come on this show?
Yeah.
Who is this host?
Yeah,
No,
let's
I
bring the
think you smashed
police.
it.
Let's bring the police.
Love it.
To start off, I have a serious question.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, I do. I do. I love the thought of it, and I like to think there's something else out there, you know? I like to think that there is something, especially like when we do die and we move on. I like to think that, you know, but I've never had an experience. So but we'll get onto that later on, won't we? But yeah,
Yes.
I've never had an experience, unfortunately. I'm like, sometimes like I find myself like, if I'm doing my makeup or something, sometimes I think to myself, what would I do if there was like a ghost like stood right behind me and I saw it in the mirror, and I'd be like, oh. But I kind of secretly wish that would happen at the same time.
I know. I would love to think it is real because one, I want to haunt bitches once I'm dead. Like,
particular one.
absolutely, I have a list, and it's getting bigger by the day. But I'd love to. But I feel like it's something that I have to see to be fully. Like, I do think there's something there, but some of these stories, like some of them, we're going to look into a bit later on, because we're going to look at a famous ghost story, a famous one in the UK, and some encounters that people have had. And it's just, sometimes you look at them and think, did that happen? Because you are the only ones that have seen it.
Yeah, this is it. I'm with you. I like the thought of, something else being out there, and obviously your loved ones and things, being around you. I love that. However, yeah, I see it to believe it kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Same with anything. Oh, all right, you get down then. Off you go.
Oh, bye, Bruno.
Right, he's left us now. He's decided he doesn't like the sound of motorbikes. It did scare me a little bit because I'm a little bit on edge talking about ghosts.
Well, this is it. Could you imagine if one just pops up behind me now? Woo!
I mean, Amy's there.
I tell you what, Amy's got some good ghost stories.
I know, she is a viewer who has sent us some in, so we're going to be diving into that soon.
The famous Amy that people will meet. We're going to try and get her on the show.
Well, she'll definitely get on the show.
Oh, yes.
So, you said you've never had an experience, but
No.
what would you do if you did?
I mean, I suppose it all depends on like the situation. Like, would it be like jump scare thing, or would it be somebody that I know? Like, would it be like someone that's passed away in my family that I'm like, oh my god, hi, how are you, kind of thing? I don't know.
Would you though? If you saw a family member that passed away, would you be like, oh hey, or would it still be a jump scare? Because
well, one whoa, you've been dead for years. What are you doing here?
Sis, we're not at the club now. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that is very, very true. That is very, very true. I think I would probably be scared. I think there's an element that I'd probably, yeah, I would be scared. But I think at the same time, I think it'd be cool as fuck. Like, could you imagine, like, I mean, not just like seeing a loved one, but anything, like anyone, you'd be like,
I,
wow.
I personally think I would think that I'm going insane.
Hmm.
Like, even if I saw it, I still feel like I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, like,
Because
was that real?
because it is the scary thought is if you tell someone that you've seen something, a lot of people judge you like mad.
Oh God, yeah. They're like, did you?
Like I don't. When people say it, I don't judge them because at the same time, like people they do see things.
Well, you know what? I used to have a really, really good friend. Unfortunately, different circumstances and things, we just sort of kind of went our own like separate ways. But we used to like go out all the time, and she could see dead people. That was her thing. And you know what? I think I genuinely like believe her, because sometimes it was quite odd, because sometimes we'd be like on a night out, or I mean, just out, like, just chilling in a room or my room or whatever. And we'd be chatting and she would just go blank. Like, she would just, and I'd be like, are you okay? And she'd be like looking behind me and I'd be like, what? Is everything okay? And she would just be like deadpan, like not even laughing, not even joking about it. Like, she would just like, it was like she would change. And I'd be like, and then I remember asking her about it, and she was like, it's almost like she hears before she sees somebody, like before she sees a ghost, or a dead person. I don't know. Yeah, a ghost. Before she sees it, she like hears like white noise first. Like,
Oh,
she actually like she hears it, and then she knows that it's gonna come, and then she just completely like not blacks out. No, she doesn't like pass out or anything like that, but she will, like, she just goes in like a, I don't even know whether you could call it a trance, but yeah, and I remember this time she actually like completely like went, and I was like, are you okay? You know, can you talk to me, please? You know, is everything all right?
yeah.
And she just was like completely like, her eyes were open. And I remember her saying, when she like snapped out of it, she was like, it's really, really hard, because they're like, I said, are they asking for help? Are they like, what? And she says, no, they just literally, it's as if they just come and they're just there staring at her. They don't say anything, they don't gesture, they just literally just stare at her, and then they go.
So like
Mm,
that must be a hard. Like if that was you, it'd be such a hard life.
I
Constantly having that.
know. It's almost as
God.
if like she's like a portal for like people who are like dead
I'm just,
or dying. No,
I'm
dead.
thinking of Insidious, where she's like she does that and goes into a trance and she's with them.
Oh,
Mm.
I see. I've
I
never
can't
seen
remember.
that.
They have a name. I can't remember what the name is. It's very interesting though. I would love to be able to do it just for like a day,
Yeah, yeah,
just to experience something like that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, otherwise, I like to believe that she sees it, because otherwise she is completely crazy.
Wow.
Sorry if you're watching this. But no, I honestly, and because she's like such a down to earth person as well. Like, yeah, I believe her, but I, like you before, like we were saying, it's kind of like, well, I've never seen anything, so how can I believe it?
Yeah,
Like,
it
fully.
is. I mean, as soon as you see something, it completely changes everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a very high chance we'll never see anything unless when we go to York, we go to some haunted places.
Well, I am so excited about York. I'm so excited because they've got, I don't know whether you know, but they've got a little ghost shop
Yeah.
in York. And I mean, God, whenever I've been, it's absolutely shocker. You can't, like, you're in line for, it feels like for years, just to get into this little shop. The queue is just absolutely, like, huge. But and I've never managed to get a ghost yet because I always get to the point where I'm like, I can't stand and wait. It's either raining or it's cold or it's just like, I'm not waiting in this queue anymore. However, I did buy when I went to Chester Christmas markets, because Chester's quite known for ghosts as well.
Yeah.
I bought Boo.
Oh, look at that.
I know, look at
Boo.
her. Yeah, and
I
you know
love
what?
that.
She watches me game. She's on my gaming desk and she watches me game.
God, that's
And
why you do
she's
so bad, because she's haunting your controller.
maybe that's what it is.
Working, as we know, she carries us. And Amy doesn't.
She's gonna kill us. She's like, oh.
I was thinking if anyone would like to let us know in the comments about maybe we do a little vlog of York, of maybe some haunted little locations, because I know there's a few that we will be passing. So we could
Yeah.
maybe just go in, have a drink, and, you know, take a little video of us there.
I think we should.
Yeah. Well,
Sounds fun.
you know what? I don't know what I'd do if I had an experience. I'd
Yeah.
probably cry, have a meltdown, book myself in a psych ward, and never come out again. I've watched far too many horror movies to know that it doesn't end well.
Yeah. See, ghost horror films aren't my cup of tea. I don't mind a zombie. I don't mind a vampire. I quite like a little vampire.
I do like a vampire.
But paranormally ghosty type things, I'm a bit like, I think that's where I'm out. Because I think because of all the stories that people have like told me or that you've seen and you've heard, you kind of think, oh, actually that could be real.
Yeah. Especially Paranormal Activity, the way that that's recorded, I thought that was real.
Oh yeah, no, see again, no, not seen it. I am a complete
Fanny.
wuss. Yeah, just complete pussy-hole.
That is the catchphrase, by the way. We didn't say it in the last one, but that is Laura's catchphrase.
I do say that I only when I'm gaming. that's my other side of my personality.
She lies. She walks around the street calling everyone it.
Yeah, you're a pussy-hole. You're a pussy-hole. Don't look at me,
Amy's a pussy-hole. Sorry, Amy. I've just got it in for you. I will stop, maybe.
We'll see.
However, speaking of Amy, shall we move on to some ghost encounters?
Yes, let's.
I'm intrigued to hear the ones that you've got. I mean, I have actually just remembered one that my dad had.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm going to let you go first, and then I'm going to tell mine afterwards while I remember the full details.
Okie dokie. So I have got them up on my laptop here. So I've got a few. This one is quite the first one I'm going to go with is quite a long one.
Well, we do like it long.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We love a long story. Anyway, so this one is a story that I heard quite a few years ago whilst I was doing somebody's nails, and we got onto the subject of ghosts, of course, and things, and we were chatting, and she was saying that because she was new-ish to the area. I'd never met this lady before, and she told me this story, and I was like, oh, that was it, because I'd said that I'd grown up in this village that she had moved to. So I was like, oh my God, I used to live there and I grew up there and blah, 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 blah. And she was like, oh, wow, you know, and she said, oh, you know, anyway, going off on a tangent. So I'm going to start. This is what I do.
We love Laura's tangents.
Oh God, honestly, my two best friends, like my other best friends, they laugh at my stories because I just go and they're like, Laura, come on, get to the point, to the point. We need to know.
Story. Laura's story.
Yeah, literally, it goes all around. Yeah, everywhere. So anyway, story. So I'm gonna read it as what I can remember. Like, there are probably certain bits that if she ever does watch this and she goes, well, that's not quite, or you forgot about this. I'm remembering this from memory from a couple of years ago. So there is a family who moved into the house right next to the church in this particular village that I grew up in.
Church is scary enough.
I mean, who on earth would move next to a church? Sorry.
Is there a graveyard at that church? Just for like
there is a graveyard. Yeah,
okay.
there's a massive graveyard. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a beautiful church, but yeah, it's imagine having like your bedroom window overlooking a graveyard.
All I can picture is like a skeleton's hand coming out of the grave and going, hello.
Or a zombie.
Yeah. A zombie giving you the finger, but turned out they're just missing all the other ones.
Yeah. Anyway, story.
Yes.
They hadn't been there long, maybe a couple of months. They'd moved up from the London area. It was mum, dad, and their son, little boy. We'll call him Noah, because I don't actually remember the boy's name and I probably couldn't disclose that anyway.
Yes.
So Noah. At first, everything was fine until Noah started talking about his friend. Now, at the beginning, it didn't seem strange. Kids have imaginary friends all the time. He'd laugh to himself, play in his room, have little conversations no one else could hear. But then it got weird.
Ooh.
Noah started asking his mum to set an extra place at the dinner table. Don't forget George. At first,
George.
I know.
Curious George.
It could be. Who knows? He sounded like he wanted a place at the dinner table, so he was hungry, George. At first, she played along, the mum played along. New house, new school, maybe he was just adjusting. But one night, she asked him, what's your friend's name again? And Noah looked straight at her and said, George Hickman.
Oh. When they give a last name, I think that's when it gets a bit creepy.
Exactly. Like, what? Like George Hickman. It's not even like a George Poopants or something, you know, like a kid would come out with.
Or even if they're like sat at dinner, it's like George Silverspoon. You know, like there's a spoon there, so they use the name. It's
exactly.
It's a very precise last name.
Exactly. Like this little boy wasn't hanging about. He said a full name. Then that's when it started to feel off. Weeks went by and Noah got more and more attached to George. As if she forgot an extra plate, he wouldn't just get upset, he would get angry. One evening she'd had enough. Noah, there is no one else coming to dinner. I am not setting another place. He sat down reluctantly. The room felt quiet. She turned her back for a second. Smash! A glass shattered on the floor. She spun around. Noah, what have you done? And Noah just stared at her, pale. I didn't do it. Then he slowly pointed to the empty chair. Mummy, it was George. And he's angry. You didn't set him a place for dinner. At that moment, the room didn't feel empty anymore. That night, she went to his room, tried to make sense of it. Are you unhappy here? Is there something wrong? Noah shook his head. I'm fine. But George isn't. I would have been out that front door.
This is
I
why I
would have
don't
been out
want
that front
kids.
door.
It's always the kids.
They say kids are more like susceptible to see things.
I would have been gone.
Yeah, I
And
would
left
have
the
been.
kid
I'd be
at
like,
home.
right, come on, pack your bags. We're going to stay in
I
a
would have
hotel
taken
because
the kid. I would have taken the kid with me. I can stay with George.
you are now George's family. See you later.
See ya. Have fun. You can
Good
sit at
luck.
the table next time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear, no. Enough now, Noah. George isn't real. Noah sat up. Yes, he is. Complete adamant. Yes, he is. He's in the graveyard. Now, the mum started to feel a little bit scared. What do you mean he's in the graveyard? His body's in there. He's dead. So the mum was like, how did he die? And Noah replied, he was run over. And then he added, he's buried by the white building in the graveyard. The mum started to think the detail, it was too much, too specific.
Yeah.
Specific.
You're there, love.
Specific. The mum couldn't sleep that night, so the next day she decided to walk to the graveyard.
Bad call.
Telling herself this is nonsense. Kids imagine things all the time. She walked past rows of graves, old names, worn stone, until she reached the white building. She started reading the headstones nearby one by one. And then she saw it. George Hickman, beloved son and brother, aged 8, died in 1936.
1936. What did he get run over by?
A horse and cart, probably. Oh, sorry, George.
Sorry, George. Don't come and haunt me, please. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to picture in my head what could have ran George over, but
yeah, I mean,
yeah, they had cars back then. Yeah,
did they? I don't know.
I think
They must
did.
have done. They must have done.
Don't come to us for history lessons because apparently we're not historians.
We're definitely not historians. Definitely not. So yeah, so that is whether give or take that but that is the ghost story that's always stuck with me because
You can take that though, and the kid could have gone in the graveyard, and if they've moved there recently, lonely, made up his friend George who is there, that's possible.
it is a possibility. Although I'm not sure. I don't know how old Noah was, but surely he wouldn't be going around a graveyard by himself.
You never know. So we did have a little bit of technical difficulties there, but carrying on from where we just left off, that story with George and
Yes, George Hickman.
George Hickman. I mean, I like it. It's quite scary though, because I mean, if that was me, if I was in that situation,
I know. Imagine your kid like talking about this little boy.
sorry, the dogs are full on at each other right now. You will see them popping up in the background on their little pedestal right now.
They're just making an appearance. It's fine.
So I'm gonna go into my one. So this isn't me. This was a family member. And sadly, so the story behind this, sadly, someone did pass away last year. It was very upsetting. So a little bit later on, They had a toothbrush and they left her toothbrush there and it had died.
Oh, so
So,
it's like an electric toothbrush.
yeah, it's electric on it. It had died and it was just left there, didn't put on charge or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And one day they were laid there in bed and his toothbrush just went off like mad.
Oh my
And
God.
it fell off because it was vibrating that much. It fell off the stand and fell onto the floor. So obviously they go in, have a look, and it's like that the toothbrush hasn't worked in a while. So
Oh.
they put it back up in the stand where it was. And the next day, at the same time, it happened again.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty
God.
sure it happened like 3 or 4 times, but it's always at the same time. So
Oh
the
man.
person who it is, they think that they always see everything in a positive light. They think that it's that person just communicating with them to be like, I'm still here.
Yeah.
And I just
Yeah.
think that's such a nice way of looking at it. It's not always got to be scary.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think it, yeah, I do believe in things like that, and you can take comfort from it as well. And maybe
Yeah.
that's like their intention as well, because they want to let you know that they're okay. And
But
yeah.
ever since he thought that, it's never happened again. So it's like they're like, that I'm still here. And I just thought that was real.
Mm,
It was like a nice one for a cat. It's not always
yeah.
doom and gloom of
No,
this
it's not
kid's gonna
always
throw a glass at
scary.
you. However, I do have another one. I do have another one. So I'm going to read this. This is someone sent this, and I'm reading it as if it's them.
Okay.
It's not too long. I haven't read it fully myself yet, so I still don't know what to expect.
You're gonna be as
So
excited and as surprised.
it could be terrible. Sorry to whoever sent this, but it could be terrible. So my best friend and I were home alone at my parents' house, and we were waiting for another friend of ours to come pick us up, and decided to lock the house and wait outside. So we were standing outside of the dining room talking when we both stopped and looked through the dining room window at the same time, and we saw an old man in a suit with white hair and a white beard sitting with his hands flat on the table in front of him. My
Oh
friend
my
and
God.
I
They
looked
both
back at
saw
each other.
him.
They both saw him at the same time.
Oh my God.
So they looked back at each other, and all the blood had drained from his friend's face, and said, "Did you see him too?" And then they described the same guy that they saw. They went back in and immediately checked the entire house, and it was empty. But
Oh,
the
see, I
worst
wouldn't
part
even go and
was,
check.
I wouldn't personally. I would be long gone, would not be back. And
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm like that when I see a spider that's bigger than my finger. I've packed my bags and I'm gone. Never mind an old guy sat at the table.
I know. Well, like, what is he doing?
Like, but the house was only built a year before that as well, and they
Oh, so
never
it
knew.
wasn't like an old property.
No, they didn't know the grandparents, so they were wondering if it was their granddad checking out their new digs, as they've worded it.
Maybe. Checking the table out. Yeah.
Just this new
Solid
house that
oak.
they've built. Give it a.
Yeah. Maybe he wanted a place at the table, like George.
I mean, he's taking the head seat though. I'm not. If that was me, I'd be gone.
Yeah.
Especially if two of you saw the same person as well. That's just
Yeah.
like, no. Because what if they're hiding in your wardrobe or something?
I mean, the fact that they had the balls to go back into the house and go, right, come on, we're gonna check. We're gonna go and check if this guy is in the house. What would they have done if it was actually a guy?
I mean, luckily, he's old, so probably had an advantage.
Maybe.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't have had the balls to go back in. There'd be no chance. I'd be
yeah,
like,
no.
sorry.
No, I would also be the same. I would be.
Mhm.
No, I am gone. Thank you.
Yep. I'd just pretend that I didn't see it.
No. Oof. I don't think I could deal with these moments. I really couldn't. Even the nice
Yeah.
moments, I still would be sinking inside, thinking, yeah, that could be them, but at the same time, this could be like a demon, like, bitch, please, this is you're going down
Exactly.
with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But,
Talking about demons and things, I went to, like with my two friends, we went to like this clairvoyant night. I've been to a couple of those. I'm intrigued. Like I really, really want to have like an experience. And actually I will talk about that after. But this particular thing, this guy, I can't remember his name, but he came to a local pub. And me and my two friends were like, yeah, let's give it a go, like give it a go, go on. So anyway, it was in this old pub, and at first he was sort of like starting out like, oh, I'm getting the name Steve, does anyone know Steve? And everyone was like looking at each other like, do you know Steve? I don't know Steve. Do you? No, I don't know Steve. And then he did that a couple of times, and he was like, right, okay, this isn't working now, I need to, he said there's something blocking this.
yeah.
And he was like, there's something, and we were like going like, okay, is everything okay with this guy? Like he was getting a little bit like angry that it wasn't working. And then he was sort of like, he had like his eyes closed, and he was sort of like doing other things, and we were like, okay, nothing's really happening, no one's actually coming up with anything. And then all of a sudden he goes, it's a demon, and he was really, really angry, and we were like sitting in our seats like, what the hell, what the fuck is going on here? And he got some holy water out of his like bag briefcasey thing, and he started chucking it everywhere. Be gone, demon, be gone. And we were like, oh my god, fucking hell, there's a demon in here, what the fuck? And we were like, oh my god. And he was like, yeah, he was like completely like, we were just absolutely astonished by this guy. And anyway, cut a long story short, he did like a Ouija board type thing as well, which actually you're not meant to do
No,
apparently, because it
you're
can
not.
open all sorts of things
If you don't do
and
it
stuff.
correctly, if you don't
Yeah,
close it off, no go.
this is it. And do we trust this guy? I don't know. And it was like a glass in the middle of the table, and he was like asking questions, but I don't know. I didn't have much faith in this guy. But yeah, he was pretty scary. Like me and my friends, we were like, oh my god, what the hell? Bless him. So yeah, so he wasn't too good. But I did go to another clairvoyant, which actually is quite creepy, because this was like years and years ago, again with the same friend that I said about earlier that can see dead people. And we thought, right, we'll go and give it a go. It was at this lady's house, and I was engaged at the time to my ex,
Yeah.
and I'd taken my engagement ring off because I thought, you know what, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want her to know that I'm engaged. I don't want to give anything away. So I took my ring off, and I went first. And my friend went into the other room, and I was sitting with this lady in this room. Anyway, she said a few things, and I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm not too sure. And then all of a sudden she went, I'm getting a really, really strong pull to Scotland. And by this time I'd never been to Scotland at all. It was on my list, but I've never been. And she was like, she said, oh, have you got any connections, any family? And I went, no, nothing. And she went, oh, she said, it's really, really strong. And she said to me, she said, I'm picturing Scotland. You and her in a white dress. Maybe perhaps you're going to get married in Scotland, perhaps. And I was thinking, I've already got my wedding planned. I'm getting married at a local venue, just down the road, kind of thing. And I
Yeah.
was thinking, this wedding's already planned. I'm not getting married in Scotland. She was like, yeah, definitely. She said, you are getting married in Scotland. And I was like, nah, this girl. And I remember like swapping over with my friend, and my friend saying to me, oh, was she all right? Any good? And I was like, nah. Anyway, fast forward to obviously 2025. Me and my ex split up before the 2025, of course. And then I actually married my now husband in Scotland. And yeah.
And it was
So
beautiful.
how crazy is that? And it was absolutely amazing. But yeah, how crazy is that? It was as if like she may as well have just turned around and said, the man you're with now isn't the man you're going to marry.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
She could have
In nice
saved me a
ways.
whole lot of fucking
She was doing.
time.
She was doing it nicely.
Yeah, no, you're definitely getting married in Scotland. I don't care what you say, what you think, you're getting married in Scotland. But yeah, how crazy is that? So
That's mad.
that's like, that is another thing, like another stem off, obviously, the paranormal ghost sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's bad. When you said that, I was like, damn, you did get married in Scotland.
See?
Damn.
And that was literally, that was like, that must have been like 2015. So that's like 10 years before I actually got married in Scotland.
Jeez. Maybe that just sat in your head that that's what you needed to
Yeah.
do.
And one of our favourite places to visit is Edinburgh in Scotland, mine and Jake's. And yeah, how crazy
Yeah.
is that?
Well,
So,
you have also got another story, haven't you? From Amy.
yes, sorry, yes, I have our gorgeous friend Amy. I remember her sending no, not sending, sorry, the last time we went to York, she was telling us about her ghost encounters. So like Jacob actually just said to me before, he was like, have you asked Amy about her ghost stories, because she had quite a few when we were in York? And I was like, oh yeah. So I did, I messaged her. So she actually has got quite a few, and they're very, very short. So she said that they're mostly experiences that she's had at her nan's house. So it must be at her
Her nan.
nan's.
That's
Now, I don't know
spooky.
how old the building is. I don't know anything about her nan's house. However, apparently there's a Victorian man that walks through the front door and into the spare room, never looks at you and never changes his movements. He's always dressed in a suit and a top hat.
I always feel like they're the creepiest. Like
Well,
what are you
yeah.
dressed nice for?
Yeah, like, where are you going, mate? There's nothing in the spare
Like
room for you.
if I was dead, I'd be straight up wearing either nothing or joggers.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's go naked.
Yeah, comfy. Comfy, you know what I mean?
Jiggle my titties.
Way.
Woohoo!
And that's for
I
another
would.
time.
The next episode. And then, oh God. Apparently there's a little boy on the stairs. He sits 3 or 4 steps up from the bottom. He's got blonde curly hair and blue eyes. If you throw something out into the hallway, he will pick it up and treat it as a game of fetch. He'll also pop his head through the banister as you walk past to go to the living room and scare you.
How can you live in that house?
I'm
Like
sorry.
I
It's
couldn't
mad.
deal with that. What
There's too much going on.
do you think a child is more scary than a grown up? Which one would
Yeah.
scare you the most? Child.
Yeah, I think a child.
I definitely.
100%. Like, why is that though?
They have like their laughs and stuff are creepy, aren't they? And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like
Yeah.
children as it is. Never mind ghost ones.
Ghost children.
At
I
least
mean,
like real ones you can
yeah.
boot. You can't
Yeah.
boot a ghost.
Yeah. Especially if you like, he's sitting at those steps and he's playing fetch with you.
Yeah, like I thought dogs play fetch.
Exactly. It's like, that's mad.
Amy,
Anyway,
love, tell your nan to move.
yeah, your nan needs to move, Ames. Sorry. She needs to move. Like, I
She
would
need
be terrified. I would be terrified.
help out.
I know. There's another one. Oh, another George.
Another George.
Maybe it's a classic ghost name, of course. So George is classed as a protector, she's put. He has followed me everywhere since before I could talk. He shows himself only when he feels like it's necessary or just to check in. So she hasn't actually elaborated. Is it when does he like appear when you're upset or when something's going on in your life?
It just appears whenever.
Yeah. And how do you know his name is George? I forgot. I haven't asked her that.
So as we said earlier, it's either this is creepy as out or me is secretly a lunatic.
There's no secret about that, Amy being a lunatic.
There isn't a secret at all.
I love you, Amy. We're only joking.
Yeah, we booked you into the psych ward, darling. We booked you in already.
These questions are questions we need to ask her next time.
Yes,
or
and
Amy,
we will
comment.
Yeah, Amy, let us know below, and we will find out and let you all know next time.
Yes, we will. And then there is one more. My sister used to live in a house where the loft was haunted. I didn't believe her, so I went to investigate, as you do. I reached the top step and almost passed out. It was like the walls were closing in. I couldn't breathe and I got lightheaded. It was a weird fucking experience. I've never had that in any other haunted place ever. Whatever that was up there just didn't like me for sure, she's put. So yeah, so he obviously, he or she, it absolutely just didn't want Amy up there.
So it's like Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like Beetlejuice.
Oh my God, yeah. Amy, you've encountered Beetlejuice.
We've said his name far too many times. He seems like a sound
actually,
guy.
what's that behind you?
Don't you be saying stuff like that.
Just joking.
Well, shall we move on?
Yes.
So the next bit that we're going to talk about is a famous ghost story, which Laura has never heard before. Now, a lot of people may have seen The Conjuring 2, but as we found out, Laura is a pussy up.
Yeah, I am.
And does not know what this is. So we're going to go over the Enfield. Well, we're only going to do a quick overview of it, just so you can, get the vibes.
Okay.
So this is based at 284 Green Street, Enfield, in London.
Right.
The house is still there. It is still there.
Okay.
I believe they did a bit of filming in it in The Conjuring 2 as well. So this was the alleged poltergeist activity was centered on sisters Janet, aged 11, and Margaret Hodgson, aged 13. So some members, such as paranormal investigators, believe the haunting to be genuine, while others found evidence the girls had faked incidents on the benefit of journalists for attention.
Right.
So in August 1977, God, so long ago, you don't really get anything like this anymore. But so the mum says that she had witnessed furniture moving and that 2 of her 4 children heard knocking sounds on the wall. The children reported witnessing a chair wobble and slide but could not determine the cause of the movement. Later claims that voices, loud noises, thrown toys, overturned chairs, and children levitating.
Children levitating.
So the young daughter Janet, there was photos of her floating, but it was the photos were taken in very weird ways that she could have been jumping.
Right. Okay.
So this is where the controversy yeah, that word starts.
That one. I'm not even going to attempt it, so.
um, but it wasn't just them that saw it. Apparently, people in the street saw it as well. Of
Right.
stuff moving. The police went round and they also saw a chair move and couldn't explain it. That's why it went so big, because the police went round and saw it.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
But the last thing that was shown was they were caught on camera throwing things, claiming that it was throwing stuff.
Oh. Right. Okay. I don't know how
Now,
to feel about that. Carry
this
on.
was this was in the news for like 3 years straight, because it went on for a long time. And you've heard of the ghost hunters, Ed and Lorraine Warren, I'm sure.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
They was involved in this.
Oh.
However, the movies say different, but in real life, he walked past and tried to convince them to make a movie out of it, which they did. But
Of course they did.
I found this one really interesting because it went on for so long and it was so publicized.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't. I mean, obviously, there's other stories and stuff that have come out, but yeah, that one does. That. Yeah.
Like there's so many different people involved with it.
And because it was so long ago, the pictures of the child levitating, like that is like they
She
don't
did
have like Photoshop and stuff like that.
she did also they recorded her speaking as if the ghost was talking, and her voice did change to an older man.
Oh, whoa, that's creepy.
And it is
What on
like,
earth?
how can an 8-year-old child do that?
Well, yeah, like how would they even think of like doing stuff like that?
So I mean, I don't know
Ooh.
what some of it I'm getting back from the movies, but it is all in here. But they played in the movie the real voice of
Oh,
hers, and yeah, it sounds like an old man.
that's creepy. Can we get I wonder like if we can get a picture or something up of the picture of the girl levitating.
I'm sure I can find one. If we can, there will be one up right now,
Yes. Oh
just to
yeah.
show.
I feel like I need to go and Google this now.
But yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
is the
be
end for me.
yeah.
There is so much stuff on it, and I would highly recommend watching The Conjuring 2. It's scary as hell, but it's such a good movie.
Oh, well, maybe after this episode I might, because it's giving me the bug to like find out more about ghosts and
Yeah, it is, obviously it is exaggerated after, because I'm pretty sure at the point of her bending spoons and stuff caught on camera, that was the end. Whereas the movie then continues to the nun, but we were not talking about that
Oh, I
because
see, yes.
that nun scares me too much. Um,
That's too terrifying.
but yeah, I just find it really. I find that one really intriguing.
It's so it really is so intriguing. I think, yeah, these people, I would love to get somebody, maybe on here to talk
Yeah,
about like their ghost experience, if they've got a really good one. Because actually hearing and seeing the person tell that story and stuff would be
you can always get the
incredible.
vibe if they're telling the truth or exaggerating. I feel like as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm with you on that one. So yeah, if there's anybody, let us know. Because I would love to hear about it.
So we've only got 2 more parts to do. So we've got.
Yes.
So we're going to do a famous haunted location in the UK, and
Hmm.
we're going to do a little game to finish off, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are.
So this is a haunted place in UK. I've got Whitby Abbey.
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of Whitby? You are down south.
I've heard of Whitby Scampi.
You've had a Scarborough.
Oh yes, I've heard of Scarborough.
It's just a little bit further up. Whitby is a beautiful little town by the seaside.
Oh, okay.
And it
And you
has
can buy
this.
Scampi.
You can buy scampi. It is just, there is plenty of fish and chip shops. They also cost a fortune. But there is this massive old abbey on the top of a hill, and do not walk them steps because oh my god, they will kill you. You never mind a ghost; the steps do it for you. There was old people just walking past me, and I was there, literally on the floor, crawling, out of breath, dying.
No. To be fair, though, that would be me. That would be me.
Beautiful place, though. But I didn't know this was a extremely haunted place in the UK. So it says Whitby
Oh.
and its abbey should be on any tour of the supernatural in the north of England, up north, as Laura would say.
Up
Um,
north.
the abbey is atmospheric as it gets. The features of a charming tale of I don't know what that is. England's first poet, basically. So the reason it's haunted is because apparently you can hear on Christmas Day to the 6th of January a silent choir coming from the abbey every time at the same time every morning.
Oh. And I'm guessing like loads of people have heard this. It's not just like one or two people.
I would guess so. It says I'm assuming everyone in Whitby.
Hmm.
Like the abbey is ruins and there is a lot of graves around it. Um, it's a beautiful place. You'd love it.
I'm gonna have to give this a go. I'm gonna have to give this a go. And I feel like I really need to be there when they're singing the choir thing.
Also, I've just found out it's also associated with Dracula.
Oh, I do like myself a little Dracula story.
But I think that is a different episode of Bit of Dracula.
Oh yes, coming soon. Yeah, vampires.
But yeah, I just thought that was
Vampires.
interesting. So if you're from the north,
Yeah.
Whitby, if anyone knew that, let me know because I didn't, and I live not that far away from Whitby.
There you go. There you
So
go.
there we go. Have you got any?
The one that I could think of, when we were talking about this earlier, was Shrewsbury Prison.
I've heard of this one actually.
Yeah, so Shrewsbury Prison isn't too far from where I live. And apparently it like a lot of paranormal investigators have been, some of the famous ones, and blah 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 blah. Apparently cell 210 is the cell to be known as the poltergeist cell.
Oh, so I'm assuming someone
Um
died there.
yeah, so it's meant to be, they say that it's haunted by the spirit of a former prisoner who took his own life. Strange noises and ghostly sightings make this an unsettling yet fascinating place to explore. And actually, they do like prison sleepovers, so you can actually go and sleep in the prison. I don't know whether there's anybody like sort of like doing any ghostly things, or you just pay to go and sleep there. But yeah, I actually I would buzz to do that.
I
I
feel like
think that would be pretty cool.
that's a good video opportunity right there, Laura.
Yeah. Cell 210.
Here we are.
Selfie.
The only thing spooky is waking up next to me in the morning.
But so yeah, so Shrewsbury Prison is a place, and I think they do like, they've done lots of filming there as well, because it's not I believe it's not an actual working prison anymore, of course. So they do a lot of filming there. I think a lot of TV shows and things.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's interesting.
Mhm.
There is a lot. I've seen there is a lot of haunted places in UK.
There is. There is. It seems to be like the UK is just full of ghosts.
Well, we never get sunshine here, so that's just pale people, not ghost, darling.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. You haven't just spotted George walking past. That's just the poor old man that lives up the road that gets no sun.
Oh God,
Oh dear. So yeah, so that was my famous little place
love it.
in the world. Well, in the UK.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
So let's finish this off with a quick game of Would You Rather.
Ooh, go on then. Let's go.
Do you want me to do mine first?
Ghost edition.
This
Yeah,
is
go on.
Ghost Edition.
Uh-huh.
So, would you rather stay in a graveyard for a week or in a haunted house where someone died for a night?
Just for a night.
Yes.
So is this house known to be haunted?
Yes.
Okay. And is the graveyard known to be
It's just an
haunted?
ordinary graveyard. Big graveyard.
And you've got to stay there for a week.
A week. I would say camping, but that would instantly put you in the haunted house.
God, darling, camping does not even come under my radar.
I think I'd rather die than do that.
Yeah, in fact, actually, yeah. I will become the ghost. No, I think I would pick the house. Not because of the camping thing, but because it's only for a night. Keep all the lights on, or light candles, loads of candles. Get some popcorn, watch a film. I don't know. Make friends with the ghost.
I would choose the house.
Would it? Yeah. Yeah, a graveyard for a week. Like, not from the creepy aspect, but from like where would you go to the loo? Where would you shower? I don't know. It's roughing it, innit?
Yeah. To wash with the corpses. So your next one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have a demon attached to you for the rest of your life, an evil demon,
Is he
or
hot though?
well, or a zombie apocalypse?
A big demon dick.
I mean, if you saw 28 years later, so then zombies have some big, 28 inches later.
Ooh, is that a film?
That is. And it's not on
28
Pornhub. If you've seen that film, you will know what I mean.
What, the 28 inches later?
28 years later, as these big guys with some big old penises, and they're swinging all over the place.
Oh. I thought you meant actually see the film 28 inches later. That's an actual film.
Darling,
if you know, you know.
That's on some X-rated shit.
Oh dear. So either have a demon attached. So would you rather a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion?
Ooh.
But you have to consider that obviously a zombie apocalypse you could die. However, this alien invasion could be a good thing.
Would they probe my ass?
Yes.
I'm in. I'm in.
Say no more.
Say no more. You can have me. Let's go. When do we start? I'd go with alien invasion because I would like to know what is out there in the universe.
Yes, you know what? Same.
Not because of the probing.
Mm-hmm. We both know the truth.
Wink, wink.
There's my pirate wink again. Okay. So, going to our gaming
Yes.
background relationship. What about, would you rather be a ghost? No, let me rephrase that. So, would you rather be a character in a horror game? So, like the games we play, like Faz or Outlast. No one would want to be that. But you are the character, so you can pick that character. So you could be like the horror character, or you could be like the hero character, or whatever.
Okay.
Or would you rather be a character in a thriller novel?
I feel like I'd like to be a character in Outlast. But I'd want to
Really?
be I'd want to be the messed up, twisted ones.
The big guy with his dick out that walks around with a club. Oh my god.
Like chainsaws the fannies. I think I'd go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd own it.
I'd rather be the bad one. I feel like I'm always good in real life, so I feel like that would be a nice change.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit
Spice it up, a bit bad boy style.
spicy,
A
bit of a
little bit.
bad boy.
It's a bit more than a bad boy. I mean, slicing people up, but
Yeah.
I'll
There's
go with
bad
that vibe.
boy, and then there's that.
I'll go with that.
Okay, yeah. I think I would pick thriller novel. I
can
think
imagine
because
that.
it would be like quite a cool like mystery novel, mystery thriller novel. And I think
Yeah.
I would pick to be like Nancy Drew, like solve the mysteries. What's it? It's Jack giving me a drink. No, I thought that was gonna. I didn't even hear him come home. But on the plus, he's brought me a little drink from Mackie D's. Oh, I nearly shit my pants. I nearly shit my pants.
I saw the door open and I was like, she's about to die.
We all gonna witness Laura dying.
Oh, at least it made good views.
Confused. We're not editing that bit out, just so you know.
For your entertainment purposes. Oh my god.
Oh.
That was a good way to end right there.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Oh.
cheers to that. Thank you. I'm now going to have my drink.
Guys, if you did enjoy, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. But we're trying to aim for it's going to be a slow burner, but we want to aim for 500 subs. We want some comments, some engagement below. Let us know your ghost stories.
Yes, please.
Make sure you follow. We've got TikTok open. We've got Instagram now as well. So come and say hi on there. And
absolutely.
I believe our next one, we're going to be doing topic of AI.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I'm excited about that one as well.
How the world's just fucked. But
bring on the aliens, I say.
I know, bring it on.
Bring on the probes.
Wait, what?
Who said that?
But yeah,
oh, brilliant.
I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed the little ghost adventure. I feel like it's a topic we can come back to as well at some point.
Absolutely, we can. Yeah, if people want to join us, if they want to leave their comments for us to like talk about their ghost stories, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
exciting.
Let's do it. Ooh.
Ooh.
But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I guess goodbye.
See you later, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.